Okay, I'm gonna tie a samurai, one of the flies that given me most fish this year, and I'll do a black and green version. And I start with a medium fits, and then I put on an extra small fluorescent chartreuse one, cut this as an angle a little bit, put on a little tying thread over that cut piece. That way I connect those without using any glue or anything, and I can adjust it any way I want. It's a very, very flexible system. Okay, and then I'll take a little bit of mirage material, tie that in, first turn on the bar tube, and then I just add this, and I make sure this together with the black tube will be about half the length of my body. Tie it in, stretch it a little bit. I always tie in everything underneath, so I get all the knots, all the things underneath. It's better, I think. Okay, as it says dubbing, this is made in 15 blends and it's made to brush. And I start with the one I call Gaudy Green, which is a medium green mix. Just put on some. And the thing with dubbing is that you need to overdress it. It needs to look overdressed when you tie it in. And the obvious reason for that is that it should be brushed. The design on the Samurai is a little special because I put more dubbing in front of the wing than behind the wing. Now a little Velcro, brush this a little bit, and you can see now the advantages with the SSS is that they're long mixed fibers that will give a very translucent body in the colors you need. Okay. And now I do a little bit of hair. This is a fairly straight hair. It's a hair that will suck in water and will become curly when wet. Samurai is a fly I fish instead of flies like sunray shadows and this kind of flies. It should be fairly thin. That, when I look at the body, I always feel it. That way I can see that I got very few fibers here. It should be a thin wing that will swim good. I do fairly short jungle cock, fairly small feathers, but a little bit longer, and try to make them as long as the tube. And I always start on my side here, because then I can only, I know this is right, I just twist the fly, have a look from the top, and I know it'll be the perfect length. Like that. If I want to, I'll just put a little tiny piece of glue right on that, where that wing is tied in. That way I can be 100% sure it's not going to slip. And then, this is what's typical to the samurais, is that I'll build like a little sculpin head with the dubbing like this. Quite a few people think this is an ugly fly, but when you take it out the mouth of the fish, it's bloody good looking, I think. Very effective fishing fly.
Ja, dat is goed.
You can see I put on a lot of dubbing.
Ja, das war ein langer Weg.
And here, of course, I could do different colors. On this one I put some green, body green first, and then I take some from the rainbow from hell. This is a rainbow mix with red and blue and purple, a little bit black mix. I'll take some of this, tie this in front of the green. This should not be as heavy, a little bit thinner. Like that. And you know, this looks bloody ugly, but when I do this now, this here you can see the big advantages with the SSS. I can now brush out a nice sculpin-like head. This will give the fly a lot of silhouette, but still be very, very translucent.
Geschäftlich war das Wichtige. Ja, jetzt letztes Jahr war
just like that. This way I create with only the dubbing, like a fat fly like that. And then I just put a little bit of hackle to get a little motion to this. This got the perfect shape, but it does not move as good as this do. So I take a little bit of soft hackle, 1 or 2 turns. Create a little triangle like this and tie that in. Close to the dubbing. Take this, double it by holding back the fibers on the piece of feather I wind on like this. And again, this should be very thin, few strands. And to see how this works, it's just very simple. You just put a little bit of wind to it, and you'll see it will work the same as the water. Okay? And then just a little cone. I always slide the cone on a little bit like this before I take a little bit of glue. What I do with the glue, I don't put this glue now too close here. I put it a little bit away from the soft tackle, because the soft tackle, otherwise the glue might go up in the soft tackle. And then I take this and I move glue close by the thread like this. 1 or 2, 3 turns, and then cut it off. Slide down the cone. I use extra small fits. Slide it down close and cut it by, I always use support with my fingers like this, 3 or 4 millimeters, and with a good lighter, you know. Just melt it down and like that, and it's a very, very simple fly, but a very effective fishing fly. I call them samurais. From a name came from, of course, from a Japanese guy that was with me when I caught the first fish on this design. I fished them green and orange and also black ones. Good fly.